Look, I have to be honest, I went very lazy in my implementation. I'm sure that whatever you did is probably a lot more polished and elegant. But look, what I did is I have here 4 sound effects. So I have sound effects 3, 2, 1, and go, right? They're all character pointers. And I also have a length for each one of them. So sound effects 3 length, sound effects 2 length, 1 length, and go length, right? Like I said, global variables, very ugly, but it does the job. I also decided to keep track of how many update ticks we have. This is almost like a counter of frames, right? That in my update, I just increment ticks plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. And I also have a little flag that tells me if we are already racing or not, right? So are we in the countdown still, or are we already racing? And right here in my setup, I am just going super lazy. I just said load VAG sound. I'm loading count 3, 2, 1, and go into these character buffers. And then I just decided to do the simplest approach, which is loading each one of them in different channels, right? You didn't have to do that. You could load and then release, load, release, load, release, the same one, but I'm just deciding to load them into different channels. Right, so I just transfer sound effects 3, 2, 1, and go into different channels 0, 1, 2, and 3. Because as I enter my update, here I have a couple of changes that I implemented. So the first thing is, in my update, I always have to increment the ticks, right? So this variable right here is unsigned long, is going to increment, 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 is going to do the job at least for the first frames that we have. Because as I update my ticks, a little bit before, I'm checking. If it is not racing, right? So if we are still not racing, if we are still in the countdown, I have to check. So ticks, switch. If it is 0, I audio play channel 0. If it is 30, so I just decided what is the interval that I wanted between 3, 2, 1, and go. So 0, 30, 60, and 90 frames, right? So if it is 30, is channel 1, 60 channel 2, and 90 channel 3. But as I reach 90 and I play the go, I also set the is racing flag to 1 because I cannot play this anymore and I have to start racing my ship. Which also was a good opportunity for me to come here and just do a quick check here, right? So I am always updating my ship, but I want to only allow the ship to have a velocity once the race starts, basically after the countdown ends. So I just checked. If it is not racing, meaning if we are still in the countdown, so if racing is 0, I'm forcing my velocity of the ship to be 0. And I think that is it. The moment that I come here and I compile everything and I run, can we hear something?
3, 2, 1, go!
There you go. And then we can actually start racing. So as we are in the 3, 2, 1, go, we don't actually move the ship, or I'm just forcing that velocity to be 0. I thought it was a good idea. And as I start the race, I have the countdown.
3, 2, 1, go!
And off we go. Good stuff. So yeah, I thought it was a good idea to just have this exercise, just for us to practice loading different channels. Like I said, you probably did something smarter, even more polished, better. In my case, I just wanted to get this done quick and dirty. I think that's good enough. All right, so now we are racing, everything looks good. I think it's time for us to maybe add some background music. I want to take this opportunity to talk to you about one of my favorite music styles ever, which was very popular in the PlayStation era, which was jungle, right? So jungle was really a staple in many, many games. So I think it is a good idea for us to just start talking about jungle, like electronic music. There's a lot of things going on in the 90s and also early 2000s that I think is important for us to mention, right? In terms of music production, music, and things like that. So yeah, it's something that I'm very passionate about. I really like this topic. So let's just go and check what's going on.